Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sailing SV Freedom Live. My name is Joe. This is my wife, Kristen. And earlier this year, we made a very bold decision.
We
At
did.
51 years old, with zero sailing experience, we went out and got ourselves a 40-foot monster of a sailboat. And here we are
She's
today.
a monster, all right.
Yeah. So this is going to be our last Sunday morning live. And we're doing that because we're switching to a new hour. We did a lot of research, Chat GPT, our analytics on YouTube, and a lot of research. And what pointed for our demographics is Thursday evening at 7:30 is the time slot to go to. So guess what we're doing?
We're moving.
Thursday evening at 7:30 to do our live series. And the new live series is called, I have it in here, I kind of forgot.
Drum roll.
It is called Freedom Refit Series, DIY Sailing at 50 Plus, Season 1. There's a lot in there. And if you've watched us, you'll notice that from everything from start to finish was kind of like we went out and we bought the sailboat that was, our goal was, doesn't need too much work. Put it in the water, we can enjoy it, have a great time. And it's more of our kind of love story. We're entering a time where we're thinking about retirement soon. We want to sail off and learn sailing. And that's our dream. And that's what we want our channel to be. However, a series of occurrences happened on the sailboat this summer that scared the shit out of us. Most lately, the diesel fuel leak, which caused me to dig a little bit deeper. So we're doing a major pivot for the channel, and it's going. Our love story is still there. What we've got going on is still there, but it's kind of a little bit more on the back burner because we need to make sure that this vessel is safe, so we can go and do the dreams that we do of the island hopping and someday crossing oceans. And I just don't feel that right now.
Right.
So if you go back to prior episodes, the last one actually was just a couple weeks ago. And we had a fuel leak, which I didn't realize. But if you've got a diesel drip or any kind of liquid drip, right? 2 a second. I mean, 1, 2, what is it? How's it drip? 1 every 2 seconds, I'm trying to say. A drip 1 every 2 seconds. So 30 drips a minute over a day equals almost 6 gallons.
No way.
Yeah. So I did not realize this. Scott actually told me about it. And I was like, Scott, you're wrong. There's no way. And I Googled it, and it's true. So what does that mean for us in the house? Whatever. We'll discover. We'll take care of it. What does that mean on a sailboat? That's super dangerous. Anything, water filling up in the bilge, leading to our bilge pumps going off a lot, draining batteries. So that was the last one that we kind of took a look at that. It was a crack. It was little tiny cracks in a bend, which was on my last episode. But I went down about 6 feet. That's a 17-foot run in that hose. I went down 6 feet, and I'm like, I'm just going to cut it here, barb in the new hose up to the tank, and I'll be good to go. And I cut it. And if you look in the video, I cut it, and then I took the hose and I went like this, and all the hose down all the way to the fuel water separator had cracks in it. So that's a 40-year-old fuel line, which you're not going to know getting a sailboat unless you're Inspector Gadget and you dig that deep into it. I don't think a surveyor, an inspector is going to do that. They're going to look at the face of the hose. It's going to be okay. So,
but now initially, you thought that maybe it's something like when it was taken out or whatever. But I think, is it just like its time was up? And
I think so. I think it was just coincidence. Yeah, because when we took it out of the water, remember, it was very windy out. We had gusts of 30 knots, and the boat was moving and shimming, and our backstay hit against their I-beam.
Right.
And that was nerve-wracking, right? But I don't think so. I just think that it was the time that hose just gave away a little bit, So we replaced that. But looking further deeper into the boat, we have a massive refit list. So it is.
That's an understatement, because when I read it on Joe's phone, it's like, oh, Oh
and
my.
I'll be
Keep
glad to share it
going.
with you guys, you know. So some of it is what we were looking to do before as not like our needs, more of like our wants and our what do they call it? Not necessity, but our niceties.
Oh, really?
Niceties or something like that. Yeah. So I'm going to go to one of my notes here quick. If you want to jump in super fast, you know.
I think though, like I'm gonna be honest, like when we decided, okay, we don't want to do the motorboat thing anymore, power boat, because one, it's very, very expensive to do because fuel is just a killer.
Yeah.
So when we talked about how, maybe that a boat would be kind of like our condo on the water in Florida when we snowbird, it sounded like a good idea up until we really started figuring it out, like money wise and budget wise, and it was going to be outrageous. So when we were looking for a sailboat, we looked at a couple things. I mean, we have episodes about it where they were just, crappy, little, whatever. And then when we found this one, it was just like, there's no way. There's no way that we're going to get this boat. There's no way that this is meant for us. I mean, when we first went on it, we felt like all of our dreams came true, and they still have, but it makes sense that there are some things that are starting to go.
So I can't even find my note, but I'm going to share with you guys what I do on a day-to-day basis. I didn't think plan on this, but if you could see there, oops, that was something different. But okay, so this is my list every day that I make my notes with, and it's nonstop, constant thinking about it, looking for new titles, ideas, and I don't have the exact one right here, but I'll tell you right now, we're happy with our sales. We need to get a rigger on board to look at our rigging, make sure that's all safe.
Is that person? Is that a person?
Yeah, they're riggers.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Number one, the teak deck is gone. We've got to tear up the teak deck, which we're starting this week. That's got to completely come out. We have to assess the deck underneath it. It is a balsa core, from what I understand.
Is that good?
No, that's bad. What you really want is a foam core or solid fiberglass, but I don't know how many boats have that. So we have basically fiberglass outside, and then balsa wood, and then fiberglass underneath it. Okay. The balsa wood, when you have screws through it, like they built this boat back in the day, water gets in there and it could rot the wood. So then we have to cut that whole section out and redo that. We're not talking about that right now because we're not going to bring any bad juju.
No.
But I can almost guarantee that that's going to happen.
Can you put something, instead of cutting it out, can you put something on top of it?
You can. Some people have said to do that, but then you're going to add a lot of weight to the boat and you still have that rot underneath there. The best thing to do is to cut that fiberglass out, scoop all that dead balsa out there, put a good foam core like a Divinicel in there, fiberglass it all in, and then put that shell back on top of it and then glass that in. So that's a ginormous job. Also, I found some rot on my my black tank, my waste tank on the fittings. So I've got to take that tank out and either have the new fittings re-welded in there or go with a whole plastic tank. We're going to do all of our hoses regardless because I'm not confident that any of those have ever been replaced. Now seeing my fuel hose. So new lines, new hoses. Our running rigging, we're going to replace every single line for our running rigging. Hopefully the standing rigging will be good.
What are riggings? Can you tell people?
So running rigging is basically the line, the rope, if you would, that goes from either your sail or a point of contact on the deck that goes back to where you have your control center, which is usually the cockpit, where you control how tall or low your sails are. Okay. And those are very expensive. Our lifelines are shot, so we're probably going to go with Dyneema lifelines or the stainless steel lines. That's a big expense too.
What are lifelines?
That's what keeps you in the boat. Those that go around the whole outside there. I mean, I've got 3 pages of this here, and we're going to go over that on Wednesday's episode. Okay. And you're going to want to tune in Wednesday too, because we have a big pivot in our Wednesday night episodes too, just like we had for this live through our analytics and our changing. So yeah, it's a big focus on refitting the boat. My goal would be to spend the next 4 months on the boat and then be able to launch it in April, because the boatyard wants us out like mid-April.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd love to have it out mid-April.
Yeah.
That's still in the heart of Aiden's lacrosse season. So we're still balancing life.
Yeah.
Aiden's senior year in college, he's a lacrosse player down in Florida, and we want to go to every game. So it's March, April, it's February, March, April, May. So I have to balance that too. But other than that, I got to be on the sailboat doing this work. The way we're going to save money on this work is by me doing it. And I'm not a professional at all. I am like, what do they say? Like good at everything,
Jack
but master of
trades,
none.
Master of none.
That's the one there, right? So I don't think I can master anything here.
I don't think that's true.
But I'm telling you, I'm probably going to do a better job than 90% of the people that would come on the boat, just like other owners, because it's our baby.
Right.
We're going to really take that time and go a little bit extra,
And we've experienced that firsthand for sure.
Oh, yeah, trying to find good mechanics. So we're going to do a little bit of work on the motor. We're going to continue to do that. Some improvements, some upgrades, some new hoses. We've already completed that. The interior, we want to do a light sand and revarnish every piece of wood. It's gorgeous wood. We want to get that done. I want to take the teak and holly floors out, which I've already ripped the boards out. Not ripped, unscrewed the boards and took the boards out, because I need to check underneath on all those lines underneath there. So I've exposed all of my hoses and all that. So I'm going to start taking all that out. But again, we need to make a list. And behind here is, if you could see on the wall over there, you want to just move that door real quick, or the dog's by you?
Dogs by
the dogs are by us. That's going to be our to-do list. So this is like our headquarters, our office in the home. The boat's only 8 minutes down the road, which is fantastic. So we're going to do like our meetings here, and we're going to go over everything. We're going to have a huge to-do list, and we're going to kind of prioritize that. What needs to get done these next 4 months for her to be safe, to be able to launch her. Then what do we want to get done while it's in the water next year? And then what's the plan after that? Are we going to sail it down to Florida and continue to work on her down there? Or are we going to do the same thing this year up here? Because we have a pretty good gig here, having the boat right next door.
Oh yeah. That wasn't the case when we first got it. We had to drive almost an hour.
Yeah,
and work on it.
The concern that I have is the last episode was the enclosure I built. I'm not that confident in it. The great thing is the frame was fantastic. I love that idea. I could break that down and I can really help people with that. The rigging is the hardest thing. The standing rigging on sailboats, you have to cut the tarps out and then retape them and glue them. And that's a point of egress for water and for rain. So, for water and for snow.
Yeah.
Hopefully we keep that out.
If we have a good winter.
Yeah. Well, there's a storm on its way already. I just saw.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I've got to get underneath there this week, and I'm going to start tearing out all that teak deck. Once the teak deck comes out, I have to epoxy the holes. So this way there's no more water going in there. I have my moisture meter. I'm going to try to dry out what I can. I don't feel super confident on that, but I'm going to tackle it. There's so many other things. The rudder has moisture in it, which like 80% of boats have moisture in the rudder. I'm going to drill a hole in that and inspect that. The keel, once upon a time, I think had some damage on it, and it looks like they may have did a spot repair on it. I don't know if it's a steel with fiberglass reinforced keel or if it's a lead keel. I can't get any answers. From what I understand, there's only 3 or 4 of these boats in the world. Northwind 40.
And that's funny because when we went to the boatyard a couple of days ago to, make the tarps better and everything, our friend Scott, who Joe talks about a lot, he was at the boatyard and he came over and we were talking, whatever, and he asked if there was a forum.
Yeah. There's no forums for him.
Yeah.
But
there's no forums for him.
There's no forums for him. Clark.
No, but Joe, if there's something Joe's interested in, this is just a sidebar, he'll join forums to learn about whatever it is.
Or things like this.
Right.
YouTube is the best thing ever, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off. Sorry.
No. But it's true. Like anything he has to learn. He was just telling the boys the other night, they were here for dinner. And we were talking about, one of them, I think it was Joseph, was asking him something about cars. And Joe said, well, you go on forums or you go on YouTube. That's how I learn everything. But the scary part is that there is not a Northwind forum for people, for owners.
Barcelona, Spain is where their headquarters is. Now they're into like big yachts. Our boat's not really a yacht. 40-foot could be considered a mini yacht, but I've reached out and I'm no good so far. So hopefully maybe one of you guys can help me out. I don't know. But I'm going to take a quick second here and I'm going to drop something in for a friend of ours real quick, because part of that is you get to know people, right? You jump all in, and this sailing community is brand new to Kristen and I. We've been part of motorboats and this, that, and the other, but we went to the Annapolis Sailboat show a few weeks ago, and we have people that we follow, that like are my heroes that I want to be like with this channel.
Yeah.
And one of them is James. He owns a channel called Sailing Zingaro. And I met him along with Kristen and Scott and Karen, Scott's wife. Talk about a down-to-earth dude that he's been there, done that. If you go to his channel, Sailing Zingaro, watch some of his episodes, the things that this dude has been through, that has conquered, that he's done, is phenomenal.
Yeah. And
he just put a book out. All right. So I'm going to plug this for you, brother. Not like he needs it. I think he just sold 4,000 books last week or something,
Right.
He signed this for us here. Right. And I'm actually sitting down with him tomorrow for an hour in a Zoom session to see what he could do to help us out with our channel. Because I'm very new to this. And he is one of the top, I would say, 5 people in the world in the sailing community that I would say, if this guy can help me out or anything, I'm ecstatic.
I mean, an hour of time is valuable.
Yeah. So I'm going to be sitting with James tomorrow, Sailing Zingaro. Look at that. We have some comments over there. Do you see those? I can't see them.
Yeah. That's so cool that you're going to talk with him.
I've spoken to a good amount of people and they're receptive. A brand new channel, Sailing Sunday. These guys are fantastic. She's from Colorado. He's from Australia. And just super cool people. And they're kind of living that dream that they've been doing this for 2 or 3 years. James has like 200,000 followers. He was on a live yesterday that I was watching it, like over 300 people on his live. We got 4 right now. So,
I'm sure James started at 4 people.
You start somewhere. And I think also going to Thursday nights. So it's a Thursday night live, right? Like Saturday Night Live, but we're going to be doing Thursday Night Live, the Refit series. And then along with that is James has an article coming up in the Latitudes and Attitudes magazine. These are guys that we met at the Annapolis Sailboat Show too, that took a liking to us and our story, and we had a great conversation with them. They interviewed us.
They were great.
And they want to do possibly an article. We spoke to them about it. They said, yes, we're all in. Let's do an article for you guys. Do a big spread in here. It's not guaranteed yet. I like to say we're the newest unknown great YouTube sailing channel out there.
The New Kids on the Block.
Yeah. No, there's a channel called New Kids on the Dock.
I know.
And those guys are great too. They just bought like a 58-foot catamaran that they're redoing.
That's really cool.
They're awesome. But this one I think has Sailing Sunday on it. But this is great magazine, guys. If you can get this is their past episode. They have a new one coming out, I think December, January, or January, February. And that's the one that James is going to be in for Sailing Zingaro. So that's my sidebar right there. But again, like we were saying, the forums, communities, and don't be afraid to reach out to people like this. This is a guy that, I swear, we were at the Annapolis Sailboat Show, and we're bullshitting on the side. We have some drinks that we're hanging out, right? It's like Sunday on the show. No, it was Saturday. And he walks by. I said to Kristen, holy shit, that's
him.
And I forgot. I froze up. And he was 5 feet away. He stopped, turned around, and came over and started talking to us.
Yeah, he was really nice.
It's like,
everybody was really, there wasn't anybody who was kind of like a jerk.
No, that was super cool. So don't be afraid to reach out to people. Some people will not reach out back to you. I've got that.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Don't take it personally. You need to kind of, in life, I learned this a lot in the military. No one's going to be your spokesperson better than you. If you really want it, man, you've got to go for it. If you want to retire at 45 and do this life, don't do it unless you're all in and you're going to do it. That's our plan right now. I'm 51. I'm going to rebuild the sailboat so we could travel the world in it. And I'm going to put all my blood, sweat, and tears in it because I can't work full time and do the boat. It just can't happen. And do YouTube channel. So we've got to kind of figure a good medium out in there, you know? So right now I'm all in on the boat and all in on YouTube. Kristen's still working full time, you know? So you've got to figure out a way to do it and do it smart and go hard. You know, that's it. That's my point of advice right there. You know, I mean, thank God we have got a great situation because Kristen has fantastic insurance. She has a great salary, a great retirement coming up soon. I've got disabilities through the military that we're going through that's going to help us out a lot too in the future. We basically had our son's college paid for through his lacrosse scholarships and my GI Bill, which helped us out. So there's a lot of planning that goes involved in this, but have an open line of communication with your other. And really, well, you never know, with your husband, your boyfriend, your sister, whatever the heck you're doing, whatever it is out there, whatever that partnership is, just rock with it. Have a great line of communication and do it. Okay. If you want to do it, you could do it. Please always reach out to us. Sailing SV Freedom at outlook.com or SV Freedom Crew at outlook.com. Reach out to us. I'd be glad to be that middle ground guy that can maybe help put you in touch with other people because I don't care. I'll reach out to people all day long for you. But definitely go for it. So with the boat, I reached out to many people that like we already have some sponsors that want to come in and help us, which is a goal of mine because that's going to save a lot of money on this stuff. I mean, I'm looking at probably realistically a $200,000 refit on this boat. Like we don't have a refrigerator that works or a freezer. Those we need to get. Yeah. The deck, we got a quote for our teak deck, guys.
Oh my God.
$84,000 for somebody to come in from Florida, be it a fantastic carpenter, real teak coming in, doing a real good job, laying new teak down the whole boat, real teak, $84,000.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't have that in my pocket.
That's outrageous.
You know what I'm saying? After buying the boat and going through stuff that we've done already. So, yeah, so that's a recap, right? We've done a lot with the recap of where we are, right?
Yeah.
Purchased the boat, got her in the water.
Enjoyed her.
But I mean, to a certain point, I know you were upset because, Kristen said to me, she's like, I thought this was going to be something that we can, really just put in the water and go and sit down and have cocktails and relax. And it wasn't. We did more of that.
Yeah.
But I was always doing something, and I might always be doing something, even if we buy a brand new $8 million boat. It does not happen.
Well, maybe you do a little less, but yeah. I think that's just who you are.
I'm a tinkerer.
Yes, you are.
But there's a lot of projects on this boat to do.
I'm a reader of books and drinker of wine.
Which is fine. She laid in the cabin, hung out. I'm in the cockpit. Read her book, read her book, drank her wine and cocktails while I did stuff up on the deck.
Yeah, because I'm fine with it. Because I'm first mate.
Oh boy, she did that, didn't she?
Yeah.
One of our good friends bought her the first mate hat and me the captain hat when we had a party on the boat when we first launched it.
And matching socks.
And matching socks, which I have yet to wear. But I will absolutely wear those.
Right? They were really cute.
So up to date here, that's our up to date. So if you go to our website channel, which you guys are on right now, watch some previous videos, see how we've grown a little bit. We have a huge pivot now. Justice.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Moose.
Dusty Buns, come here.
All right, he's about ready to take.
If you watched one of the earlier episodes for sure, we did this fun thing where we made Post-its of all the things we wanted to do.
I didn't put that into an episode.
No? I thought you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, you definitely see it at some parts because it's in the background.
Yeah.
We ran out of.
So we're going to do that this Wednesday night. So Wednesday night is our last Wednesday night, just like this is our last Sunday. So this Sunday is going to 7:30 on Thursdays. Remember, Thursday Night Live, like Saturday Night Live, but Thursday Night Live. That's refit series.
Yep.
And then we're taking a chance with this one, but again, a lot of research showed it's going to be a Saturday night video. Our full length, long form video is going to be coming out on a Saturday night. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what time yet, but it'll be Saturday night. So we're going to go Wednesday night, and then we're going to go right into Saturday night. We're going to Newport, Rhode Island this week. We're going Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a quick vacation, but I'm going to have video done ahead of time, so we'll still launch it on Saturday night.
You should get some footage there. I mean, that's
we
so
will. That'll be a
beautiful.
future episode.
Yeah, you never know what's in the water there still.
And with that said, though, the major pivot that we're doing is now, like I said, from our storyline of Kristen and I and our love story and sailing away is now a major refit story. So it's going to be, that's Liberty. She's like, what about me?
Okay.
Liberty, come here. Who has German Shepherds out there? Anybody? I know Sailing Sunday does. Jackson is the name of his dog. He's awesome, but he's getting old, and it's so hard when they're old, right?
I know.
Hey, is that Dave over there? Good morning, Dave. I can't see anything really. I'm blind even with my glasses.
Nope.
There they go.
Okay.
So the pivot now, guys, is our work. So you're going to be seeing a lot of me. Kristen works full time. You'll be seeing Kristen on weekends, pretty much helping out, and she's great. I mean, if you watch this last episode of getting the enclosure up, she was a rock star. It was pouring rain. It was freezing. She lifted with me this 40-foot I-beam from the ground up. We tried to do it with winches and it didn't work, but we pulled it all the way up. We maneuvered it and we put it on the deck of the boat. Right? She was awesome. So that's what we're going to be doing a lot more of. Yeah, I said something good about you.
Thank you. Justice? I heard.
Justy, stay.
Okay.
So yeah, we've got a lot coming up. The first one is going to be this week is the teak deck removal. That's a huge one. We're going to go from teak deck removal to assessing the deck, plugging up some of the deck where any water might be coming in, doing a water assessment, and then going from there. So the teak could be a 3 or 4 week episode. You know, it depends on how bad it is. The fiberglass deck could be a week, could be 4 weeks. And then what are we going to do with that after? Still leaning towards painting non-skid. But we do have one of the big foam, the faux teak companies out there. And apparently they've made some fantastic strides over the years because maybe 5 years ago, I used it on a 23-foot sailfish, sea swirl. Powerboat. I put it down. I got this stuff from Amazon. It was like made in China, the Eva foam, and it looked beautiful. And then it was just crap. But apparently now it's so much better, and the manufacturer is really interested in us. So I know Lauren Landers has one of those on her boat. I talked to her the other day, and I messaged her back and forth, and she said that she's still loving it. And I think it's 3 years old, and she's got the cat Mako on the boat. We're going to have the 2 German Shepherds on the boat, Liberty and Justice, with us. So that might be a possibility. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If anybody out there has the new foam products like Sea Deck, I forgot the name of the other ones, but the foam kind of more expensive product. I think the quote is about $14,000 to $16,000 for our boat to do that. Let us know what you think of that if you've had it done. Otherwise, we're leaning towards the non-skid surface, doing a slightly darker color in the non-skid area, doing all white around the outside and all of that, and then like a very light tan in the middle. We don't want anything darker because it's going to absorb the heat, but we do want something where you could kind of see the difference in color, and white's just going to get gnarly with dirt and everything, especially with the dogs.
Is this like the stuff that has like, it almost feels like it has like a bit of texture to it, like
yes,
sand or
it
whatever?
Used to be sand, like we did once on I think our Egg Harbor.
Yeah.
This is now like beads almost. There's a couple of them. Kiwi Grip is out there, which I'm not a fan of. I want it to be so subtle. I want it to be like it came out of the showroom like that. So we'll see there. But we've got that coming up. So those 2 things right there could be 3, 4, 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So just invest some of that time with us. Spend the time on the Saturday evenings when that comes out. Jump on board with us with our Thursday night lives at 7:30. And we're going to be talking about what happened during the week, what we got going on in the future. And then we're going to do an open, question and answer here. We'll talk about people that we met. Like on this one here, you see the cover. It says, "What's next?" Janae is on the far right with me drinking a Corona. She's from Leading the Escapade. Jason, her husband, chugged a Corona with me at the Annapolis Boat Show. It was phenomenal. Kristen's in the center of that with Captain Glenn.
Captain Glenn.
So she was crazy about that. And then that's James on the other side with me from Sailing Zingara. And also James is a retired Navy guy. I don't know if I said that.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. He's not retired. Sorry, he's a former Navy guy. So he I don't know how many years he put in, but he was a Navy guy. I'm in the Air Force, getting out now. I'm out now. So kudos to him on that. So
absolutely.
any questions, guys? Drop them down over there. Any suggestions on moving forward on our plan for maybe how to better remove the teak? I'm going to try to save the teak. I don't know if I can use it for something else down the line, or if maybe somebody else needs some teak to plug in areas. I can give you guys teak because it's gorgeous 40-year-old teak that's just down to 1/8 of an inch. Maybe something could do something. I don't know.
You never know.
So
you never know.
So that's where we're at now, guys. You got we're all caught up with what we've done in the past and what our goal is moving forward. I'm going to put up in our community a video of the enclosure that I made, a walk around on it. So you can go to there and you can take a look at that. We're going to have to continue to just maybe put some more ribs in there or kind of tighten it up a little bit for the rain and the snow. I don't know what I would do. I'd probably cry a lot if snow hit that and it caved in while I was doing work. Oh my gosh,
yeah. No.
I don't know.
Let's hope for mild winter.
Yeah, for sure. But we really appreciate you guys tuning in here. We had some good counts over here for following. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Keep coming back. Your early subscribers and we call them freedom followers.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to call them freedom fans.
Ooh.
Freedom fans, because they're not following, but they're freedom fans or
freedom friends.
Freedom friends. I was going to say freedom fighters.
I think I was thinking that too.
That's something back in like the 1700s, right? The freedom fighters.
I don't know.
I think so.
But I think it's a phrase for something else that I don't know if we can use.
We're going to come up with it. If you have any idea over there, let us know, because if you want to be like a group, like we start a community of freedom fighters or freedom followers, freedom fans, freedom fanatics, freedom.
Ooh.
That's like fan and addicts.
That
doesn't really work.
I'm trying it like I'm going through my mind.
Yeah. Come up with a word for that. Maybe we'll make special T-shirts for you guys with that. Sailing SV freedom,
blah blah blahs
on the back.
Yeah.
We're down for all that stuff. So, all right, guys, we really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging in.
Yeah. Have a great Sunday.
Thanks, Carl. So instead of our coffee Sunday mornings, I think we might have to go to our bourbon whiskey Thursday nights. So
I might be Chardonnay for me.
No way.
But other people will
go to the
that.
Elijah Craig or some Blanton's, Angel's Envy, Woodford Reserve. That's right up my alley, boy.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Peace, you guys. Really appreciate you tuning in here. All right.
Have a good Sunday.
Yep. We'll see you guys soon. See you Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Are those Thursday night? Oh, for the episode.
Wednesday for the episode. And then it's going to be Thursday for...
Thursday night.